October 7, 2023, a surprise attack by Hamas sparks a war in Israel. The headlines are everywhere: destruction, retaliation, chaos. But behind every missile fired, every drone in the sky, there's a company quietly getting richer. Its name? Elbit Systems, Israel's biggest defense manufacturer, and one of the few companies that seems to profit every time war breaks out. Elbit Systems started small back in 1966, a local electronics firm supplying Israel's Air Force. Fast forward almost 6 decades later, and it's a global defense giant worth over $10 billion. Drones, night vision, artillery systems, surveillance networks. If the Israel Defense Forces use it, there's a good chance Elbit built it. Right after the October 2023 conflict began with Hamas, Elbit reported a material increase in demand from the Israeli Defense Ministry. Here's where the story flips. War creates surging defense budgets. Governments spend more, and companies like Elbit sit right in the middle of that spending. Look at Q1 2025. Revenues jumped to $1.895 billion US dollars, up from $1.554 billion US dollars a year earlier. Their order backlog? A huge $23.1 billion as of March 31st, 2025. The reason? Precision-guided munitions sales up 20%, land systems, ammo and munitions, up 48%, and they explicitly link these increases to the war, Swords of Iron conflict, and other fronts in their Q1 filing. So imagine, every time conflict flared, more contracts flowed in, more equipment built, more profit potential. Elbit is global. They sell to Europe, Asia Pacific, North America. For example, in April 2025, they announced a roughly $130 million US dollars contract to supply advanced rockets to a European country. Their backlog is not just domestic. About 66% of it is outside Israel. The business model? Conflict triggers demand. They deliver tech, global governments pay, and the stock market notices. Analysts say the company is set for double-digit growth thanks to global defense budgets. But what if you bought Elbit Systems stock just 1 year ago? Back in October 2024, Elbit traded around $215 a share. Fast forward to October 2025, and that same stock sits near $490. So let's do the math. You dropped $10,000 into Elbit a year ago. That gets you about 46 shares. Fast forward to today, those 46 shares are worth roughly $22,785. And that's a gain of $12,785 in 12 months, a plus 128% return, powered by global conflict and ballooning defense budgets. While the world argued about politics and headlines, investors who held Elbit were quietly doubling their money. Of course, this is hypothetical. It ignores taxes, dividends, and timing. But the message is clear. In a world where war never really stops, companies that build the machines of war often build wealth too. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Every time conflict erupts, the stock rises. The cycle repeats. New technology, new contracts, new profits. Elbit says it provides defense for a safer world, and that might be true. But when your revenue depends on war, what happens if peace actually breaks out? For investors, it's opportunity. For the rest of the world, it's a moral paradox. So, would you buy a company that profits from every war? Drop your answer in the comments. And if you want more stories about how money moves behind global events, hit subscribe, smash like, and I'll see you in the next one.